autobiography has just come out, which is kind of childhood memories, and you wrote it all yourself.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, you're a real East Ender.
That's right, yeah.
Do you recognise the place now, or has it kind of changed irrevocably?
Well, I took my brother down there, about 7 or 8 years ago, and just before that, by accident, I went round there, and it was terrible where I lived, and I said to him, when my brother Sid came from the Isle of Wight, and I said, where'd you, he said, I'd like to see Addington Road, where I was born. I said, okay, I said, but Sid, it's not the Addington Road we know. I said, I'll tell you now, mate. And we drove round there, got round to this pub called the Anchor, and we drove down, and I pulled up before I turned into the road. I said, now, be careful, it's not... It was the most beautiful road you've ever seen in your life. All little bow-fronted windows, and it was tremendous, you see. But that was because I think the river's been cleaned up there, and there's fish in there, and there's everything. But that was the East End.
Well, of course, the East End that you grew up in, the community was very close.
Yeah, well, very, very close.
And the families were close. You had close family. Happy memories of that.
Yes, very, very close indeed. A lot of love in the family, you know. And as everybody looked up, well, us kids looked up to our older brother, and it's Sid, my brother Sid. He's a lovely man. And I remember once he came home from work one Saturday. It was in about 1926. I was just a kid. And he came home this Saturday afternoon, and I was fascinated. He came home with two brown bags, and a little white one. And I said, what's in there, Sid? And he said, never mind. He's just gone out to work, you see. I said, no, what's it, that little white one? He said, get out of it. Don't touch it. And I'm fascinated now to know what is in it. I said, well, what is it in there? He said, I'll tell you when I've had my dinner. So he has his dinner. I'm kneeling up on this chair, and I can't wait. And he opens up these bags. I said, what's that there? And he said, I'm going to make a crystal set. I said, what's a crystal set? He said, never you mind, it's a crystal set. And Mum comes in, she said, what's a crystal set? He said, Mum, if I told you, you wouldn't know what I was talking about. She said, what, do you think I'm balmy or something? He said, well, no, Mum, it's a crystal set. He said, look, so, see, when you put these earphones on, he said, well, I've made a crystal set. He said, you can hear music or talking. She said, how'd you do that then? He said, well, it's done, I can't explain. He said, like waves in the air. So she said, what, like Marcel waving? No, he said, God, no. He said, no. He said, not air, you know. He said, I told you wouldn't understand. He said, look, let me make it. So he has his dinner, you see. And I can't, but this little white bag fascinates me, you see. And he says to me, now, Reggie, he said, go out and get that lid, a wooden lid off a Libby's tin, a box, you see. So I get the lid, and I came in. So I said, what are you going to do with that then? He said, well, this is where I'm going to... He said, it should be Bakelite, he said, but I can't afford Bakelite, so I'm going to put all the instruments on this lid. So he gets a poker, red-hot poker, and he makes all the holes in it, and he fits up this set like that. And out he takes this bag, it's a little glass tube, and the crystal, the little crystals in it like that, see, and he fits it all up on this, and there's all this gear on this lid like that, you see. So he puts up the aerial, and then he takes the other wire. I said, where are you going to take that one? He said, that's got to be earthed, you see. So he takes it out, and he wires it to the gas stove. So anyway, we all come round. Now, there's only me there now, you see. So he says, now, wait a minute now. He looks up this blueprint, this plan. He says, now, yes, that's it, yes. It's okay. And just as he does that, my two sisters come in, you see, and they see all this gear, they say, and all these wires. He said, what are you doing, Sid? He said, oh, don't you start. He said, I've made a crystal set, it's going to work in a minute. So we all gather round, you see, and he's going like that, and I can see this condenser now, and all the veins going in and out like that. And he's working the crystal. He said, it's this crystal, he said, you see. It's the crystal that does it, you know. I said, is it? He said, yeah. He said, he said, when you get the right point on that crystal, he said, well, it's when it all happens. So we're all crowding, and he said, don't push. And we're all round here. He said, he's going to... He said, I've got it, he said. It's a foreign station. He said, we're all saying, oh, Sid, let's listen. He said, shut up, listen. He said, what is it, Sid? What is it? He said, shh. It's Italy, I think. It's just a bloke playing a mandolin. I said, God, it loud. I said, I can hear it. He said, yes. And my sister said, yes, we can hear it too. And he said, hang about. He said, you can hear it. He said, I can hardly hear it, and I've got the earphones on. And he takes them off, and it's the bloke next door playing a mandolin. Oh, dear.
We're really celebrating the return of On the Buses.
That's
and
right,
and
yes.
back to the
Yes.
buses.
Yeah.
A new series is going to be made.
Yes, it is.
So are there going to be many changes at the old depot?
Well, no, well, they're going to be changes, I suppose. I haven't seen the script myself yet, but what we're going to do, let me clarify it, is we're making a pilot first
Yeah.
to see just how it goes. But I'm pretty sure that with the old gang, which are all very, very popular indeed, we're hoping it can't miss. And if the pilot is good, then we're going to go ahead and...
Let's all look back to 1970. Remember what On the Buses was like.
Oh, blimey, Hitler.
What you giving a wash and brush up now, then? You are the attendant, I suppose, are you? What is this object here?
Well, haven't you got one in your house?
How did it get on the bus?
Oh, well, someone must have slipped it on when I wasn't looking.
Eh? Yeah. Or it slipped out of somebody's pocket, I suppose.
Oh, hello, Blakey. Oh, yeah, this is mine.
Butler? I might have guessed I'd find you behind that. What do you mean by bringing that object on the bus, eh?
Well, what's the objection?
Objection. You do know what it is, I suppose, don't you?
Yeah, it's a large egg cup.
I am getting a little sick and tired with all the insults I get in this family.
Oh, no, Arthur. I treat you just like one of my own.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, how is it that my sausages are smaller than his?
Oh, are they, love? Well, I thought I gave you equal shares.
You did. You gave him more sausage, me more grease.
Well, I've heard of some childish things, mate, but that beats the cake.
I am not being childish. It was the same with the Brussels sprouts yesterday.
Oh, we're not going to have that all over
The
again, are we?
fact still remains, mate, that you had 13 whilst I had 9.
Oh, look, we'll settle this for all. It's not, in case he starts counting the baked beans. Give us that tape measure. Give us it here. Right,
What are you going to do, love?
measure his sausage.
We're back on the buses now, just to identify. There's only standing room inside. We welcome Doris Hare, Michael Robbins, Anna Karen, and at the back, Stephen Lewis and Bob Grant. And you're all welcome. Delighted to see you. It's terrific to see you. Wonderful. I do hope this series is made.
Oh,
Because I mean, it's a little work of art on the buses. Yeah. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Now, I'll start with you, Anna, if I may.
Yes.
Olive was no beauty. Did you ever want to? Karen,
Yeah, that is.
Anna's very beautiful, but Olive was no raver.
no,
Now,
I thought she was beautiful.
but you were an impressionable.
Reasonable age.
Terry, Olive was a woman with thwarted ambition.
Pardon?
Thwarted ambition. She really wanted to be a bimbo. She failed the physical.
You never gave that woman a chance, you know. She used to try and get you upstairs.
Yeah, but I didn't write the script still, did I?
No.
Hey, you ask any of my
But
colleagues.
even off stage, she didn't come
Are you
upstairs.
going to interrupt all right?
I needed a lift.
Now, tell me, has Olive in this new series, is Olive going to mature? Do you think she will have matured well?
Well, she may have matured physically, but I doubt that she matured mentally at all.
Not possible, is it really?
I think she'll still be the same about Arthur and towards Stan and Mum.
Wise choice.
I always felt, Michael, that your marriage was more a marriage of convenience because it brought you into touch with the good cooking. And the sausages.
Actually, one of the strange things about that, I never had a surname, did I?
No.
No.
Never had a surname.
Never had a father.
No, the thing about... No, it was a very, very strange marriage, but people obviously identified with it because I remember 2 years when it was over, I was filming in the East End, and this dear old lady in her 80s, we were having a break, I was sitting on a chair, this dear old lady in her 80s came up and gave me one of those. She said, "Give us your bloody autograph." So I said, "Oh, charmed, I'm sure." She said, "You were my favourite in that series. Do you know why?" I said, "No." She said, "I was married to an old bugger like you." I mean, what do you say?
I'm sure you seem to spend your whole life looking after this ungrateful crew. I mean, did you get through a lot of food?
Oh, no, I never did. They all ate like mad.
Yeah.
And I always had a bit of toast. But whenever Stan came in, I used to say, Stan, it's lovely. I've got something lovely for you. Just what you like. A nice little bit of steak guinea pudding. Of course, he said, Mum, I love that. That's lovely. I'm going to sit. And he would sit down with it. And as you know, on television, they cut you off and things get rather peculiar. And my darling Reg sat down and ate this, and he waited this pig. Oh, he said, Mum, that's lovely. That's really lovely. I love that and everything. I said, I knew you'd like it. And suddenly they say, cut. Do you know that Reg Barney in that series ate 9 little steak pies? And he said to me after, he said, Doss, I'll never eat another steak pie.
Stephen, can you remind us of the catchphrase? 'Cause yours was not a winsome character, was it?
Not a winsome person.
I thought I was rather lovable.
You got the job. How'd you get the job?
I hate you, butler.
I hate you, butler.
Get you spat out.
It's better with a moustache on there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you have to grow the moustache. He was called Hitler, wasn't he?
Oh, Hitler, the Gestapo, we called him everything. Yeah.
Did you do any research into those
being a Nazi.
an inspector?
Well, we went to the bus depots.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, thanks. That's great.
We went to the bus depots and watched them at work.
Yes,
you
you
know.
watch them at work. In the bus used to go, well, before I went every day for a fortnight to watch them, just to see how they got out of the bus.
What did you learn?
All the bits, not very much.
We actually saw people at work like us.
When Reg had to drive the bus all around where we did it with a Great Dane in the front.
Oh dear, yeah.
Oh, and this Great Dane, because my sister Betty was playing with my aunt or something, or whatever that was. And she had to get into the bus because he wouldn't let her. And she got into the front, and Reg got into the front with a damn great big... And the
Great Dane.
Great day, Doss. Great day.
And Great Dane was rolling on him and
It was Anna's dog.
yes,
Huge thing.
He got a larger fee than she did.
Listen, this is the truth, Terry. I had it in the front with me. I can't remember the plot now, but her sister was going to have it. We were going away somewhere. And the dog is in the cab with me in the front. It's a huge thing. When I sat on the seat, the dog's head was up here like that. And when I got my cap on, we'd have to say, cut, go round again. I go round, and I'm going to go out on the main road, so I've got to stop with the traffic lights, you see. And this is true. There's a woman and her husband, elderly woman and her husband. They did a double take, and she said, Jesus Christ, there's a dog driving that bus.
Now, Bob knows something about it because although you played the conductor, you're a driver, really. You were a bus driver.
I wasn't. Well, yeah, that's quite true. I was a bus driver.
I never knew that.
You didn't you?
No, I didn't
Oh,
know.
it's amazing what you don't know about me.
Well, we're going to find out about Bob now. You're going to tell us all about
Yes.
the more senior
Well,
side
it
of life.
is. But before I go into that, Terry, I'm sure you'll want to know that I'm actually at Pitlochry at the moment.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Scotland.
Oh,
yes, I'm there for the season at the Pitlochry Festival Theatre, and I knew you'd want to know that.
Are you not driving a bus up there?
No, I'm not, officially. No,
I thought his voice sounded as though it was coming a long way off.
So I've flown down specially to tell you all about being a bus driver. And I've got to fly back now.
Well, did it help at all? Did your
Well, it
experience
did
as a bus
actually,
driver
because
help her on the
if
bus?
anything, I was a worse bus driver than Stan. I actually got the sack because I crashed the bus. I only did it for...
But the character you played was a bit of a womanizer, do you know? And he used to
Yes, you could say that.
lead,
He still is, dear.
I never got the bird, did I?
No, he never got the birds. I always did. Yes, I don't know. I think my technique is probably superior to Stan's.
Come on.
More old-fashioned.
Or possibly Reggie's.
Yeah,
It was more of a flash area to me.
listen, what's it been like? I mean, you've obviously bumped into each other from time to time.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And now suddenly you're all together again. Are the old jealousies and hatreds still there, bubbling beneath the surface?
There were never any jealousies on it.
Oh, come now, Doris.
No, no.
Oh,
Darling,
please.
I worked
All
with
talk
this
at once.
divine, wonderful
Turn now.
Reg Varney.
Yes, but all wonderful. We all love each other.
But I worked with Sonia. We
Yes.
never had a
Crossword.
Never a crossword.
never.
I don't
What do you mean we
believe
never had a crossword? How dare you?
I can remember a time when I had to throw a tin opener at Michael, and he wouldn't even be on the set with me. I remember you
That-
running
yeah, I
off
don't
the
blame
set
him.
for the shot.
Oh, you caught him, didn't
You know, it was, and it
Yeah, but we
still
never-
is, a
We
wonderful
didn't actually. We did have
family
a marvelous
entertainment.
Yeah.
It was clean. That was the secret
Yes,
of all the
yes,
yes.
Yeah.
There were no dirty words.
It was a bit, it was a bit saucy.
Would you like me to do a number?
It was a bit saucy, though, at times, wasn't it?
This woman had no trouble dancing, I'm telling you.
With respect, I think, I will say this in front of them now, I thoroughly enjoyed working on that series with
So
them.
did I.
Yes,
And I think the audience will agree with me if I say they were ideally cast.
Yeah.
I don't think they could have cast the show better.
No.
I was cast against
Yes.
type, actually. I
No, it
You
suited
mean,
that character.
what you're saying that Michael was?
He was
Exactly as
a
you
slob.
say.
He
Yes,
was a
yes,
slob.
yes. And this man was a ruthless womanizer. And
Well,
this man was as thick as two shoulders.
You've got it, absolutely.
Derek, can I just tell you, when we were doing... When we did
One
this,
at a time, please, 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 one at a time.
Just looked after them all.
I know.
There you
And you
go.
still do that.
Well, of course.
You keep them
What
quiet
is it?
anyway.
I
don't you?
give you one.
keeps them in order.
Can I tell you I'm touring in Hindle's
No.
Can I just say happy
Not the
birthday
RSC.
to Jackie
Happy birthday.
and wave to the girls in Mullins in the shop.
That's a
They're
free.
all
Oh,
watching
yes.
tonight. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Jackie.
I just like.
Are there any more commercials?
I just like to wave to the boys in Harrods.
You have Egyptian friends.
Can I say hello to the people in our shop?
No.
And number one is Mrs.
No, certainly not.
Show my brooch,
Oh, do yes, show your brooch. Show your brooch.
which Bud Flanagan had made for his wife, and I'm allowed to wear because I'm Queen of the Lady Rattlings this year.
Yes, very good.
I would
We
like
haven't
to
heard
say
from Doris.
now.
Your turn.
Your turn, Doris. Now say it.
Truly, it's absolutely wonderful to be in this theatre, not only with him, but with
Oh.
all not only with him, but all my chums. I was here when I was little Doris Hare in the Five Bean Kids,
Little Doris.
and look here I am at 85. I'm still at it.
Still little Doris. Well, as I suspected, I wasn't able to get a word.
Mayhem. Mayhem.
Thanks to the assembled multitude, and we wish them every
And
luck.
number 27.
Guys, still don't stand. Back to the buses, I'm sure, being enormous. So thanks to them. And thanks to Carl and Halo James and Kurt and Sly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's quite exhausting, isn't it?
Well, I'm completely finished now. We'll give it the weekend for the tumult and the shouting to die down, but I expect you here, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, on Monday at 7. And I'll see you in Edinburgh for the big match.
Oh,
Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, Mel.